Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of 10-Minute School Tours. Today I'm so excited to be joined by Carol Reeder at the Coastal School located in Hampton, Virginia. So, Carol, would you mind telling us a little bit about Coastal School and how you guys got started?
Coastal School is currently in its fourth year of operation. I ended up, for various reasons, homeschooling other people's kids in my house for a little over 10 years, and that went really well. It was successful. After being in the classroom, I loved the individualization and seeing mixed ages work together, which is one of our distinctives that really works well for us. And so then eventually I started Coastal School and launched that and expanded out of my home. And we currently have three classes, getting ready to add a fourth one, and serving between 35 and 40 students. And since there's demand, we're looking to grow quite a bit next year.
That's great. 40 students in 4 years, pretty good. And what ages are those students? Is it K to 12 or?
We started out serving middle and high school students because that was predominantly the need, and there are a lot of when we started out, there weren't really many microschools in the area, but as microschools are popping up, most of them are still serving elementary and middle school, but there are very few that are serving high school. We do, however, serve students in first through 12th grade because families like to have all their kids in one place. And we have this year a really good diversity of ages. They're all spread out throughout all the grades, so we're not predominantly elementary or middle or high school. It's a good mix.
That's so great. I love when you have such a spread of ages. It really feels like family reunion kind of vibes when the whole school gets together, when you go on school trips and things. It's so fun to see that sort of engagement across ages.
So each of our classes is like a one-room schoolhouse of mixed ages, and we try to really almost replicate the homeschool. And like each of our classrooms has a couch in it, and it makes it a lot more relaxed and like we're at home. We prepare an individualized curriculum for each student. We, over the years and just from my educational experience, have kind of designed our own curriculum and pulled together the best of several resources. And our goal is to educate a child to the place where they are a fully functioning adult in society, so that they read well, they write well, they speak well, they can keep household finances well, everything they need to do for that. And we talk about we're not raising children, we're raising adults. And so all the decisions that we're making is how can we best prepare them to be adults. And algebra is not something that you have to be a functioning adult, although we think that's important and we do teach that here. But our goal is that by the eighth or the ninth grade, or that by the time that they have their driver's license, that they have the quality of education that they need to be a fully functioning adult. And then we can start honing in on the gifts and the strengths that God has given them and helping them point them toward careers that they might be interested in, so that once they have a driver's license, they're interning and they're working, and so they're very busy and they're very productive, and it's a very smooth transition into adulthood. And so we a lot of our students, by the time they hit juniors and their senior age, they're dual enrolling. And some of them are not even here their junior and senior year because they're completely dual enrolled. They're working and interning. And we have, because we're a part of Coastal Church, which is a large church, we have a lot of careers represented within the church that we are able to provide our students with quality mentors. If they want to go into real estate, they can spend a semester working with a realtor that is in our church. Or if they want to be an electrician, they can spend a semester working right alongside an electrician in our church. So it really helps students get that leg up in the job place, helps them discover themselves and what they might be interested in.
Oh my goodness, that's so fantastic. I feel like there's nothing more practical than having that sort of experience outside of the classroom to see what's interesting, to find out various career paths, and then what a great opportunity having such a pool of adults and careers within the church. So now we're seeing all these great pictures. Is the school is located within the church itself? Is it like a extra space or is it an additional space?
It's located within one of the campuses of the church. The church actually has 7 campuses, and we are a part of the Hampton campus, but we get to pull from the resources of all the different campuses in the area. And I know I've talked quite a bit about the high school or the middle school, but so even in the first grade, we start with, well, in order to be a functioning adult, you need to learn to read. And so here's A and B, and we break it down that way rather than like starting at the beginning and not necessarily knowing where you're going, but we start with the end goal and our curriculum builds backwards from that. We have 3 kind of core values besides our mission of developing authentic followers of Jesus Christ. And those 3 are educate, motivate, and advocate. We really want children to be able to educate themselves, to be self-learners, to be able to teach themselves. Because when they become adults, with the way our world is rapidly changing, we don't know what kind of things they're going to be presented with, what kind of things they're going to need to know, what they're going to need to figure out. But if we can teach them to teach themselves, then the sky is the limit. And in that teaching themselves, that gives them ownership of their work. And we try to teach them to be self-motivated and internally motivated to keep their responsibilities and do the things that they know they're supposed to do, so that they become lifelong learners and they want to do their work. And so a part of the individualization and developing all of that is our third core value of advocating. And we think it's really important for students to be able to advocate for themselves, all of these, so that eventually they can do them for others as well. But in this individualized curriculum, we allow the students to have a lot of say in how they do their learning. And because we do group learning, we do some large group lessons that are targeted. When you've got multiple ages, you kind of target the middle, and then on the days that they're home, because some come 2 days and some come all 4 days, or the days that they're doing their own work, they're diving deeper. The high schoolers are diving deeper into the lessons that were presented here. The younger students are backing up and doing something a little easier. But it's really cool to watch the younger students learn so much from the older students. And the older students have the opportunity to review core learning by helping and investing in the younger students. And so when you have an older student who is kind of weak academically, we compare them with a younger student to help them, and it actually tremendously helps both of them. So in that independence that they have in their learning, we teach them to advocate for themselves. So if they're given an assignment, you need to do this PowerPoint. And as a student that just doesn't like doing PowerPoints, other kids love doing PowerPoints. They might say, can I do a lap book instead? Can I write a folder instead? And we're teaching them to go to their teacher and say, what are the goals of this lesson? What are you wanting me to learn? Could I do this lesson this way? And most of the time, the answer is yes, because we're trying to teach them to be creative and adapting. It's kind of like teaching them to write a job proposal without them knowing it. You're meeting everything that the boss wants, but you're doing it in a way that's most effective for you. But if part of the goal is to learn how to embed videos in a PowerPoint, then the tutor might say, no, you need to do a PowerPoint this time until you've learned these goals. But then again, the student has the internal motivation of, I'm going to figure this out so that I can do my PowerPoints really well. So then maybe another time I can do something a different way.
Problem solving, advocating for yourself. I mean, these are really important 21st century skills. I mean, teaching yourself new skills and having that curiosity to do that and to have the confidence to be able to do it. I mean, I think that's so important, all those great things that you're giving kids, especially as we go into a future where, probably kids are going to have many different careers. It's not a ladder anymore. It's a swing set kind of jungle gym of going all around and teaching your kids new tricks. So, wow, sounds like such a great opportunity.
So we offer a 2-day and a 4-day program. And the students that are in the 2-day program, the core stuff or the main things are taught here. And then the days they're at home, they're doing work that we've given them. Occasionally, we will assign something at home that might be brand new to them. Watch this video, read this explanation. Can you teach this to yourself? And then when they come back, it's not did you get it right or wrong? It's what did you learn from this? How did you go about it? And when students say that they need help with something, we often start by asking them questions. Well, what have you tried? I don't
Yep.
know what to do. Have you read the directions? What about the directions you don't understand? And so that's kind of our approach to learning. And then
Flipped
the students
classroom
that are,
approach, absolutely. Give them the
yep.
content before and then spend the time in person actually going through real world
Mhm.
skills and critical thinking and all of it.
Mhm. So
So, Hampton, Virginia, could you tell us a little bit about your community in case other people don't know about where you're located or what sort of resources are available for kids?
Hampton, Virginia is in the southeastern corner of Virginia. It's a part of Hampton Roads. We have all four branches of the military here. We have a large shipyard here that builds a lot of things for government contracts. We have Jefferson Lab, which has one of the few particle accelerators in the world. Of course, Langley NASA's here. So there is so much opportunity for students to get involved in STEM things, STEM related topics with hands-on learning, hands-on training, and we also try to focus on helping kids get involved in the trades. Um, College is not for everyone, and we
Sure.
understand that. And so we don't even try to have metrics about so many of our students went to college. The kids, every child who's wanted to go to college has not had any trouble graduating from here and going to the college that they wanted to go to. But that's not how God wired everybody. And so we are also really trying to help kids get into a lot of the trades that are in this area. And it's a great area for kids to get that hands-on experience in those different things.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so before we finish up, is there what's the best place to find you if parents want to come for a tour or visit the school? Do you have open days? Do you invite them to go to the website? What would you recommend?
You're always welcome to go to our website, which I assume you'll post a link to that,
Hmm.
and our Facebook page. Our website is more about our philosophy and who we are and has all that kind of information. Our Facebook page gives you a great idea of what day-to-day life is like here at Coastal School. And then as far as tours, we're always happy to give tutors. We just do those by appointment. And so we just try to work with your schedule, but we love to have people come visit.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your time, Carol. It's been a real pleasure to learn about Coastal School, and I hope I can come visit sometime in person.
Love to have you, and thanks for your time and having me.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye.